Okay, so I have a wee piece of hairy oak here on the lathe that was sent to me by this wonderful gentleman, Les, from Australia. And Les, I want to thank you very much. This piece looks awesome. It was already roughed out into pretty much this shape. I just started doing a little bit of turning on the outside to try to true it up. And I have it between centers here. I have my steb center and my tailstock live center pulled in. So I'm going to be turning this down, and then once I get this turned, I'll share some images of it with you. Today I just don't really have time to shoot any video. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm getting started a little bit late, but wanted to share this piece with you. Alright, so I'm back here turning this hairy oak, and I've got the outside finished, and it's looking really nice. This is a tiny little piece. However, you can see right in the split here, this is this hairy oak is always has these splits in this dark grain, and this one happens to travel all the way around here, and then another one right, oops, sorry, another one right here. Sorry about this. I'm doing this handheld because I'm out here with my phone. Anyway, there's another one right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to stabilize the inside of this vessel using some CA glue. And hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. Let's get back around. So there's one right there running up through here. And it runs all the way around the curve of that black line. And then right here's another one. This is the worst one right here that I'm really worried about because it's moving separately from the main body. Anyway, I'm going to try to stabilize that and then come back. Oh, the other thing is with this hairy oak, as you can see, it chips out. I shouldn't say it doesn't really tear out because it's really smooth when you get a cut, but it's so hard that little pieces of these fragments at the edges, it's almost like it's becoming a petrified wood or something, where it's almost like a stone. Anyway, just wanted to share this piece with you, and I'm going to go about doing a little bit of CA to stabilize those cracks in here, and then I'll check back in. Showed you, it split apart on me. Well, it split open a lot, and then I got it stabilized, but I was just sanding it, and like I say, you have to listen to the wood. I was sanding just a little bit with some 320, and the wood was warming up in here, and I heard a couple little sounds, and I stopped, and I was listening to the wood. This was opening up. That's what I heard, was the sound of that opening up, which could have caught my sandpaper, and I was being real careful using a pad and not using my fingers on this edge because I was worried that these pieces might explode off of there. See if I can get in here a little closer. You see this? See how that's wiggling? And that piece there too is wiggling. It's like a loose tooth. Anyway, I'm going to try to stabilize this again, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I've got it restabilized, and now I'm doing some wet sanding at 220 grit. Doing wet sanding real slow because I don't want to heat this up again and pop the bond that I have. So it seems like hopefully it's going to work. We'll see what happens. Alright, so I stabilized it. I have a piece of padding up underneath here, and the bowl settled here on the jaws. I'm going to try to very carefully remove some of my foot and polish up some of this edge down here. But I'm really worried this thing's just going to fly apart. It's coming out beautifully, but you can hear that noise there. That's the sound of it slipping around. I'm going to try to part off the foot, which is this little tenon, and make a more traditional style foot for this little bowl. Alright, so here's the finished piece. Gave me a lot of trouble, but I managed to get it to stay together There are still a few little splits in it, but they're pretty much gone. There's one right there running through that smiley part of that grain. But anyway, I used some Yorkshire grit on this, polished it up as best as I could. It got a pretty nice sheen, but I was afraid to put too much friction and heat into it because it was threatening exploding on me. So I settled for this kind of satin finish, and I think it turned out really, really nice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and share it if you're interested in sharing it. But anyway, there it is. This is a piece of hairy oak sent to me by Les from Australia. And Les, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. I didn't have to do a whole lot to the shape of this. I kind of left it simple, left it alone. But it took quite a bit to keep these, what are almost like ring shakes, in every one of those dark growth rings. There's a potential ring shake. So if you are turning any hairy oak, be careful. This stuff can fly apart on you. And if you are lucky enough to turn something and you end up with something, then by all means feel lucky.